Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. This is Muthu Meenakshi from Pon Vidyashram. I welcome everyone to the next session on Class 8 Mathematics. The next chapter is Linear Equations in One Variable. This is part 1. In this part, we will recall what we have learned in classes 6 and 7 and we'll understand what is linear equation in one variable. Come on children, let's start. To recollect, let me start with expressions. First, we'll see what is an algebraic expression. An algebraic expression contains only numbers, symbols and variables. It is sometimes also referred as variable expression. Let us discuss some examples. For example, if I give you the statement the product of 3 and x, you will write the expression as it is product, no? So it is 3 multiplied by x. Yes or no? It is product, so it is 3 multiplied by x. Next one, it is sum of m and 8. So m is the variable here and the number is 8, that is the constant is 8. The arithmetic operation is sum, so it is m plus 8. We'll move on to the next one, that is difference of r and 2. So this can be written as r minus 2. So we have already discussed all these in classes 6 and 7. I am just recollecting what is an expression. So algebraic expression contains only numbers, symbols and variables. Now let me take a term that is 9x plus 7 plus 4x. We will discuss what are the terms, coefficients, constants and like terms here. The terms are 9x, 7, 4x. So what is called as a coefficient? Coefficient is the number that is present in front of the variable. See, I give you the example as 9x. Here the coefficient is 9. The next one is 4x. It is 4. Now we look at the constants. The constants are 7. The constant is 7 here. We will next go to the like terms. The like terms present here are 9x and 4x. Why they both are called as like terms? Because they both have the same variable, that is x. So I have discussed this for the term 9x plus 7 plus 4x. Now you can try for the next one, that is 7c plus 3 plus 8d. Now these are some of the examples for the expressions. So expression will not have equal to sign. It is, see the examples, I have given you many examples. Some are 6 by a, 8x, 7v, 100 by 4, b minus 8, 4 minus a. None of the example which I have given here has got equal to sign. So expressions will not have equal to sign. To be more familiar with, we will see the difference between expression and the equation. So expression is not an equation because it does not have equal to sign. As I told you, it will not have equal to sign. So there are two types of expression. Number 1, it is numerical expression and number 2, it is algebraic expression. The first example is 5 plus 84. Here you have only numbers, so it is an example of numerical expression. The next one comes 3x plus 10. Here it is, you have a variable and a constant, so it is algebraic expression. You please keep in mind one very important point, that is there are no equal signs in these expressions. So expressions are not called as equations. Please remember children, expressions are different from equations. Expressions will not have equal to signs. Let us recollect something. Here the first one is terms. You are familiar with the terms in the previous slide itself. Now here let me consider an example, that is the example is 5x minus 3. Here 5 is called as the coefficient. So what is the definition for coefficient? A coefficient is a number that is multiplied by the variable. Next it is variable. Variable is an unknown value that is represented by a letter in an algebraic expression. Next it is constant. What is a constant? Come on, you tell me. We have discussed this in class 7 itself. Constants, the term in an algebraic expression that will never change. It will not change itself. That is only called as constant. So I think you are familiar with terms variable, constant and coefficient. We'll move on to the next one. So I have given you an example here. In this example, the number 4 is the coefficient, the x is the variable, the 7 is the constant, 7 is also the constant, even 5 is also the constant. The arithmetic operation used here is minus. So variable is a letter that represents an unknown number. Example, XAN. It can be from the letters A to Z. Next one. So we have discussed what is an expression. As I have told you, expression is not an equation because expression will not contain equal to sign. Now we will discuss about an equation. An equation is a mathematical sentence indicating that two expressions are equal. So in the equation only you will have an equal to sign. This equal to sign is used to indicate equality. Let us discuss an example. We will see how to solve the problem 2x plus 5 is equal to 9. In the next step, the plus 5, the number plus 5 is being transposed to the next side. So it becomes as minus 5. So you can write it as 2x is equal to 9 minus 5. So what is 9 minus 5? It is 4. So 2x is equal to 4. So x is equal to 2. As we are having an equal to sign here, this 2x plus 5 is equal to 9 is called as an equation. Next, we'll move on to solution. The other name for solution is root of the equation. So root means R-O-O-T, root of the equation. A solution to an equation can be defined as the value for the variable that makes an equation true. So whatever the solution is, the solution should satisfy the equation. It should be exactly satisfied for the given equation. Then only you can call that one as solution. We will discuss again another example here. I have given you the example as 2 plus x is equal to 4. So if I substitute the value for x as 2, it will be 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. So 4 is equal to 4. Both your left hand side and your right hand side are equal. So this value 2 is called as the solution to an equation. We will see the difference between expression and equation. As I have told you, expression will not have an equal to sign. So the point number 1, it is true for all values of x. Which is true for all values of x? Expression. Next, it is equation. Equation will be satisfied only for some values of x. The common key terms under expression will be simplify, expand and factorize. The common key terms under equation will be solve. The next one, I have even given an example for an expression. Look at the example of my expression. It is 8x plus 5y minus 3x minus 5. It does not have an equal to sign. So it is called as an expression. Next, it is an equation. Equation here is 5x minus 4 is equal to x. See, the equal to sign is present. So it is called as an equation. Now, I have given you an algebraic sentence. Look at the sentence. 5 more than twice a number is 43. What you have to do here is you need to translate and write this sentence, that is algebraic sentence, into an algebraic equation. As we have discussed, algebraic equation will always have an equal to sign. See, the statement is 5 more than. What do you mean by the word more than? More than means it is exceeding the value. So we have added plus 5 here. It is 5 more than twice a number. What do you mean by twice a number? Twice a number means 2 multiplied by that number. I have taken the unknown number to be x. As they have given here twice a number, I have multiplied by 2. So to conclude, the final algebraic expression will be 2x plus 5 is equal to 43. So here, if I say only 2x plus 5, it is only an algebraic expression. If I say 2x plus 5 is equal to 43, it will be an algebraic equation. I have given this example for you to be familiar with algebraic expression and algebraic equation. Now only we are going to step into our chapter, that is linear equation in one variable. So far we have discussed what is an expression, what is an equation, what are variables, what is a constant, how you can differentiate between an expression and an equation. Now coming into the main topic, that is our chapter, that is linear equation in one variable. So how can you define a linear equation in one variable? A linear equation is also called as first degree equation because the highest power of the variable, it can be any variable, but here I have given you the examples for x as the variable. The linear equation is also called as the first degree equation because the highest power of the variable will be 1. Look at power of x, here the x is a power of 1. Look at the next example, again it is having the power as 1. Look at the third example, again it is having the power as 1. So be very clear children, a linear equation is also called as a first degree equation because the highest power of x is 1. Okay, the variable here I have mentioned is x, but it can be any variable. So the highest power should be only 1. Suppose if I give you another example, say x square, then it cannot be a linear equation in one variable because the highest power will be 2. No. So linear equation in one variable means the highest power of the variable should be only 1. Okay, I think you are now clear with what is linear equation in one variable. Now look at this example. Here the example is 2x minus 3 is equal to 7. Here x is the variable and that equal to sign also I have mentioned. This 2x minus 3 are present on the left hand side. So this 2x minus 3 is equal to your LHS. LHS meaning left hand side. Then the 7 is equal to your RHS. RHS meaning right hand side. So this is an example for an equation. As it is having equal to sign, it is called as equation. Now we will see simple rules for solving a linear equation. I have given you only the rules. As we are proceeding with the exercises, you will be more familiar to solve the sums. So step number 1, simplify the algebraic expressions on each side. Step number 2, collect all the variable terms on one side and the numbers or constant on the other side. Step number 3, separate the variable. Isolate means separate the variable and then start solving the problems. Last step, you would have got a solution for the respective equation. Substitute that value, put it in the original equation and check whether you are getting the same answer. So these 4 are the steps to solve a linear equation. You will be more familiar if you start practicing to do the problems. Now, we have already learnt about transposition in class 7. I think you will remember. So, what is transposition or how to isolate a variable? You have to use inverse operations. What do you mean by inverse operations? Inverse operations means if it is addition on the left hand side, if you are moving to the other side, it should be subtraction simultaneously. If it is subtraction on the left hand side, it will go as addition. Same thing for multiplication and division. So whatever you do to the left hand side, do the same thing to the right hand side also. We will also apply transposition method in this chapter. Now we will see how is this linear equation applicable in our daily life. You can relate with so many examples. For example, relating your age, your mother's age, your father's age, and then finding the value for the cost of the tickets, train tickets, bus tickets, finding the price of an apple, orange, anything. There are so many applications. You can relate each and every topic in mathematics to our day-to-day life. So maths is completely mixed with our day-to-day life. Please enjoy mathematics and then learn. I have given you a common example. For example, one of the real life situation. I'll read out the problem. I have some candy in my pocket. Candy meaning sweet or chocolate. Then I take 2 candies from my pocket. Now the number of candy in my pocket is 3. That is 3 candies are left. Now the number of candy in my pocket is 3 candies left. You need to create a mathematical model of this situation. See, let me take the number of candies as x. So x, I have taken out 2 candies from it. So it is x minus 2. The remaining candies that are left with me as 3. So how can you solve this equation? A common normal very simple example. If this minus 2 goes to the other side, it will be x is equal to 3 plus 2. So now how many candies you will be having? That is 5. So number of candies that is present with you are 5. Now again I have given one more example. This is a riddle. Please try this riddle also. I will read out the problem for you. I am a number. Tell my identity. Take me 7 times over and add 50. To reach triple century, you still need 40. Please try this. Even I have given the solution for this also. You try it yourself and then check it out with your answer. The last one is solving equations. So as I told you earlier, whatever you do to the left hand side, the same thing should be done to the right hand side also. So you should know how to balance the equation. See, look at this example. Here the example is 2x plus 6 is equal to x plus 9. Here what we are doing, we are subtracting 6 on the left hand side as well as on the right hand side. So here it will become 2x. If I subtract 6, it will become 2x. Here this will become x plus 3 if I subtract 6. So the solution will be x is equal to 3. Please try this problem also. I have also given you a cross number puzzle. The questions for across and questions for down. Please try this puzzle also and check with your answers. When things aren't adding up in your life, start subtracting. So to conclude, I have just given introduction for the next chapter, that is linear equation in one variable. In the next session, we will start solving problems from exercise 2.1. I'll meet you in the next session. Thank you so much.